Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Thank you for being here today. And if you are new here, welcome home. Guys, we hit 15,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. So if you're not subscribed, get subscribed because I love doing this for you. So let's get into it. This is our weekly reading for the week of, let's see, June 15th through June 21st. And we do have the summer solstice happening on the 20th. So that's going to give us all the energy we need to step out of the shadows and get into the limelight. This is going to give us that energy to break out of our shells and align ourselves with our long-term goals. I did just post the reading for the next 6 months, so feel free to take a look. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to take two from here and I'm going to take one from here. But this energy of this week is going to bring about some drama. I will say that. I feel it intuitively. There's some drama, there's a little bit of folly, there's a little bit of fumble, and then there's the regrouping as we get to the end of the week. So hang tight to those emotions because they're going to really show themselves. Trust me. Let's see how that plays out. I did shuffle these already, but I'm taking one off the top because the higher ups asked me to. So we've got 44. You know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. So this week, when BS shows up in your world, and it's not your own BS, that's the thing. It affects you. You watch it play out around you. You want to get involved. Spirit says, meh. Maybe don't. Maybe let this play out. Stay on your path. Don't get smoke and mirrors, and also whatever is playing out on the world stage, you might find in your own home. So pay attention to what's coming across your world stage, as to speak. 44 reduces to 8, and 8 is a number of manifestation. So keep going on your own personal journey. Don't get distracted by the dramas and traumas that are playing on around you. If it doesn't affect you directly, and if you can just let it play out, allow that to be your course of action, because the universe wants you to keep going and keep your energy. It's the other thing too. Guys, as I said, keep your energy. This reads number 9 and it reads rest, right? Slow down, connect to nature and calm your system. This is going to be a great week to go outside barefoot if you can. Pound those feet into the ground, garden, get a plant for your home. If those things are not within your means, if you're able to eat fresh vegetables, stick your hands in the earth, right? Find a way to connect with nature. This week's energy can get us a little bit frazzled. The point is a shakeup this week. The 15th, 16th, 17th, a little tough. As we get towards the end of the week, a lot better. So let's see. I feel like there's a time, like this does say rest. I feel like you're going to have to just go take a nature walk. That's the best thing I can say. This reads new beginnings and this says celebration. So I do think that good news is coming as we get to the weekend, right? There's this energy here of celebrating, being around others, and, making powerful connections, long-lasting connections. But again, that happens towards the weekend. In the beginning of the week, I feel like there's a constriction, something that just kind of gets in the way of what you thought you were doing. So let's see what that looks like. Also, guys, if you have been following along, I will be doing the winner of last week's mini reading at the end of this reading, and I'll be letting you know what to comment below so that you can participate in a mini read for yourself. So here we've got the Hierophant showing up, and I'm going to take it because it's actually 3 cards and these are well shuffled. I did a lot of work prior to this reading, so I'm taking it because this this is I've got the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Wands. And I'm going to say this because it is something going on with Scorpios. If you're dealing with a Taurus, right? This could be any number of things. It's a general reading. But if you are specifically dealing with the Taurus and you're like, this nightmare is never ending, it does. We have the Three of Wands over here signifying that, your eyes, like you're setting your sight on the rest of your life, on other things, right? Yes, there is some type of nightmare that's going on with this Taurus energy. You also could be having a conflict of faith, is how it's coming through. But if you are one of the many Scorpios dealing with the nightmare of a Taurus, I feel like there is progress to be made, but not until the end of the week. And it's not even that you make so much progress as you do just say, you know what, let this person or situation play out. I'm going to get on with my life. You've got other things to do. You already know this is being handled. It's like this week, maybe you skip the focus of this energy or whatever is keeping you up at night. Let's get some clarifiers for that. I also feel like some Scorpios are going to be reaching out to someone for advice, someone for an ear, right? Someone that you trust potentially, or you're looking for a therapist, a spiritual advisor, an astrologer, a tarot reader. Book your reading at starswithstasi.com. It could be a number of things, right? So let's look further. Because you do have this time of rest, you do have a celebration, a new beginning, but maybe there's some sort of anxiety here playing out, it seems like. So let's see what that's about and how we can handle that energy for Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, listen here. If you are looking to magnify things in your life to make them better for you, if you're looking for abundance, if you're looking for love and all the good juju, I want you to comment below, I am ready, right? I also had that for our 6-month reading. I am ready. I think it's important to let the universe know that you are ready, because maybe you've been giving the universe conflicting information. Right? Are you up at night wondering, is this going to work? Can I do it? Right? Is this ever going to pan out? How can I? Blah, 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 blah. Right? Is this something that's on your mind? But are you failing to recognize that this is an internal battle? These swords are up on the wall. They're hung up. There is no external threat. Right? You are in, this seems like a trauma mode, like an exhaustion. And Scorpio, look down. There is a beautiful comforter filled with hope and happiness, and it is here for you. Lean your energy onto that, because the Three of Wands says you have a vision, you know what needs to happen next. Trust your path. Because look, here we've got this 44 over here. No, gosh, sorry, where it says know the way, trust your journey. Three of Wands is literally the journey, right? Know your way, trust your path. And these three wands are planted firmly in the ground, signifying that this person's vision is going to grow legs, right? This is something that has been well intended and thought out. You're moving away from difficulty, although I will be honest in saying that the beginning of the week does feel more tumultuous, like an unrest comes through. And again, it's not to scare you, Scorpio. The world is not just love and light. There is some tension, but tension is pressure. And we discussed this last week. What is pressure? God, right? Pressure is redirection, and we need that. So we've got the Ace of Swords showing up over the Hierophant. So again, you may be getting, if you're dealing specifically with the Taurus, comment below. It's very prevalent right now with Scorpio. So I've got a ton of people, clients, all of it, dealing with Scorpio. So I'm sorry, dealing with a Taurus, but it also could just be someone seeking higher learning when it comes to occult studies, right? You could be expanding your perspective on your beliefs and philosophies and studying a new path, learning more information, getting the truth of the matter. So that is definitely happening across the board for us, right? And the collective as a whole. A lot of curiosities about what else is there to investigate, what is life all about? Those philosophical questions. And for matter of record, today is the full moon in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is all about the philosophy, right? So I feel like there is that, like, seeking truth for yourself and for others. But I have to bring it back down to potentially a Taurus or someone who seems very stubborn in your life, because that other fixed sign energy, right? Digging their heels into the sand. If you have that going on, new information or truth, something comes out this week and it may be unsettling. That's the thing. I feel like this week starts off with unsettling truth, making you feel like, oh, this can't be the case. It's a roadblock. It's a roadblock and it's a barrier and it's a perception. That's the other thing. The universe says, pay attention. When this happens, you have choices. You can either envision this as the biggest pain in the ass, or you can see that it's simply a redirection. Let go of this energy, because over here, as we get towards the end of the week, you have a lot more information and, you're over it, right? Queen of Cups, you've healed through it. You're like, okay, I can see why this happened. I can see this is going to happen for me. This is going to still play out, but it doesn't appear that until the end of the week. The solstice, this energy of the solstice allows you, Scorpio, to break out of a shell, to break out of an old stereotype, and not even stereotype, an archetype. That's what I'm hearing. For the longest time, Scorpio has been slave to a job, slave to a family, slave to a construct, right? And breaking away from that methodically day after day after day, the universe says this week there's an additional layer of, like, removal that requires your attention and is uncomfortable for a small period of time, at which point the solstice gives you the energy to say, oh, I'm meant to go in this direction. The light shines brightly. You strip away those old labels, right? And that's the other thing. You strip away old labels and and I'm feeling like you're stepping into your sovereignty, stepping into your strength, right? You no longer work here. You're going to open up a business. You're no longer in this relationship or this friendship, because now you have a new group of people that you're exploring. That's the word, exploration. Scorpio is exploring a lot this week. 7 of Cups, right? We're still in Gemini season until the 21st or something like that. So as this week wraps up, you still are creating a lot, thinking a lot, going over your different options, trying to figure things out. And again, the week starts off with a little bit of confusion on your side. And the universe says, again, you know the way. This is a hiccup, but it's a perception. It's a speed bump. A speed bump. Woof. Well, what is going to happen? Because I've got, oh shit, Scorpio. I've got the 5 of Wands as the center card. And then we've got the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. I'm telling you, this week, you're going to let somebody have it with silence. That's what it feels like. It feels like Scorpio you could get baited into a situation if you're not careful. Now, if you see it for what it is and you let it play out, you're giving somebody enough rope to hang themselves. That's for sure. 7 of Cups, 5 of Wands, people going back and forth. And I just heard civil unrest. Yikes. Just because it's happening out there in the universe, just because it's happening outside of your home, does not mean you need to invite it on your television, on your device. Be mindful of what you turn on and what you feed. Because if you are constantly watching the news about all of the unrest and all of the political drama and the smoke and mirrors of this court case and that court case, you best believe that you will start reflecting that energy into your home. And that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for peace and ease and calm. So make sure that you turn that on instead. That's a very important message Spirit wants us to focus on, because see the 7 of Cups, smoke and mirrors, right? You some people will put all of their energy into the performance on the world stage to the point that they miss the cues of their own performance, right? They miss their own cues. Don't be that person, right? Don't be a muggle. Be magical. All right, guys, comment. I am ready. Let the universe know that you are ready for abundance. You are ready for abundance without restriction. Comment that, right, to the universe. I am ready for abundance without restriction. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. I did see Virgo energy, and in the 6-month reading, I felt like September is going to bring us a relief financially. So let's see. I've got the 10 of Wands coming through and the 7 of Swords with the 5 of Wands. Scorpio, I feel this energy of someone has tried to get over on you and it is not going to happen. Scorpio, what is going on? This energy in the middle of the week is intense. Somebody is trying to, this feels a little gaslighty. I'm sorry, guys. All these readings. Look, I'm a very positive reader, but I'm not going to lie to you because I'm also a Scorpio. So I've got to be honest. The week starts off with you, kind of giving somebody the side eye. Like, you can't be serious. That's what it feels like. Like, you can't be serious. And someone is trying. I mean, they're going to try. It's not very successful. 7 of Cups with the 10 of Wands. I feel like this BS is putting an uninvited, I'm hearing an uninvited amount of drama into your life that you do not want. And so then we've got the 5 of Wands with the 7 of Swords. If you thought that someone was trying to get over on you, if you thought they were lying, if you thought all the things, you're not wrong, right? It's their truth. Let them have it. Let them have it. You don't need to prove anybody anything. You don't. You can just keep on living your life because you know the way. Whoops. You know the way. You know the truth. Your intentions are pure. If they are not, then you need to re-inspect what it is that you're doing and correct your path. But this very much feels like, Scorpio, you are in the you're in an energy of being tested a bit in the beginning of the week. So I've got the World card and the 6 of Swords with another number 10, where this reads everything is fine. This deck has 2 10 of Swords in it. So there is a completion happening. And I feel like this could be a friendship for sure coming to an end. A long overdue loop coming to an end. Like, let's say you've been playing something out and you see it resurface again and you're like, no, I've been here before. No way in hell is someone going to do blah, blah, blah in my life again. So there's an ending of a loop. And the reason this is perfectly timed and important is that feeling that we get when we are in the summer solstice, right? Your energy shifts because it is the height of energy, and whatever you've been wanting to do and meaning to do, whatever direction's been calling you, but something's been hindering or blocking, you felt stuck. That anger, that upset, that fury in the beginning of the week is that precisely that energy that the sun has, the fire, the fuego is coming and it's building and it's rising. And as we get to the end of the week, you're like, the hell with y'all, right? Closing the chapter, there's nothing else to juice out of this lesson, right? I'm over it, right? Ending the chapter, new assignment for Scorpio. You are ready to accept 6 of Swords, better days through, this card right here. There's choppy waters on one side and smooth sailing on the other. Unlike the Rider-Waite deck, Rider-Waite-Smith deck, unlike that deck, we want her to get her credit, right? We love including everyone. All right, so the 6 of Swords suggests that this person is just going with the clothes on their back and they are moving away for a life of calm and ease. right? In this particular deck, there's nobody else with this person in the boat. And that's what I'm saying, Scorpio. This might really be a time where you're like lights out for everyone because you're not having it. Like, how far will Scorpio go to avoid the BS in 2025? Far AF. That's what it is. Like, Scorpio's not even entertaining it. So you don't have to feed into this BS. Let it be true for them. But the wheels are in motion. Whatever karmic ending is happening, there is nothing that can be done to change it. So whatever ending is happening, let it happen. For real. So, yo, this is crazy. I can't believe I said it like that. yo, Scorpio. So 9 of Swords comes out. We've got the 10 of Cups, we've got the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Wands being clarified by the 9 of Swords. And we started out with the 9 of Swords. Yikes. So something's weighing heavy on the mind of Scorpio, and it is this gaslighting situation. Scorpio, just love me through my spirit guides showing me the strangest things. I'm literally seeing a pimple getting popped, which for me is so satisfying. So if you're one of those humans that can watch the pimple poppers, why are we like this? Why are we like this? Now, I am getting that image of like the volcano erupting, which makes sense with the summer solstice. That's the brightest day. So the universe is gearing up for that big release, right? And that can be seen in many ways, right? Including the big O. But there is a drama that builds up before the solstice, before the release. Tell me more about this lying, cheating, stealing, arguments. What is this? Some of you may find that this is in your place of employment or maybe with a partner. That whatever this is brings up quite a bit. So I have to say this because the Ace of Cups came through. If you're in a new relationship, it might get tested this week. Period. End of story. You might really see somebody's real colors. And if you're meant to be in this relationship, then for sure the universe is going to provide a path for that. If you're not, it's going to show you exactly what you need to see and redirect you. Now, when we've got this Ace of Cups clarifying the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Wands, if you are in a serious relationship and it's not going anywhere, it's stable, you're good, and you start bickering, pay attention to what's not being said. Someone's needs aren't being spoken clearly, and it's leading to a misunderstanding that can be easily fixed once the tension and the emotions calm down. Someone's needs aren't being met, Scorpio, and really it's just a matter of you're not the same type of support staff you used to be, and maybe you need to clue everyone in that they need to fend for themselves. You are busy. Now, are you too busy for your partner? No. But are you too busy to be everything to everyone? Yes. So Ace of Cups says your cup runneth over, right? There is more than enough for everyone as long as you fill your cup first. So there's an energy here to redirect back to yourself. Don't feed into these arguments because it's temporary. There is, like I said, all over happening, the build up to the release. If this is happening at work, the wrongdoer, in all situations here, Scorpio, the wrongdoer, as long as your intentions are pure and in check, the wrongdoer will be exposed. There's a lot of exposure happening for Scorpio, not like for our benefit. How's that? For our benefit. So then I've got the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. So this seems like multiple people potentially coming in or being involved. There is a scenario here where you might find amongst a small group, this is coming through like you've got somebody upsetting the apple cart and there has to be a discussion. So that is for some Scorpios, and some of you are definitely disentangling from like immaturity energy or people that are just like more focused on themselves. Other than that, some Scorpios are definitely between lovers. I will say that. So if you find yourself at a crossroads in a relationship, the end of the week will show you specifically which way you need to go. It does, again, go back to you know the way, right? You know the way already, Scorpio. There's a new beginning here for you. But definitely, if you are already in a relationship that's safe and all the things, this is just about a little bit of a disruption. Don't put too much weight on it. Someone's just having a hard time articulating. And that's okay, Scorpio. We're not always the easiest to approach. If you're dealing with another Scorpio, like you're married to another Scorpio, then just have a little bit of patience because somebody here is getting like a different direction financially. Potentially your partner, even though you're both Scorpios, like your partner may get a new position, right? Something like that. I'm also picking up an energy of like partners. I don't want to say jealous. Okay. Like your partner is getting a lot of attention or you're getting a lot of attention. And so somebody feels left out. So I'm going to move away from that energy respectfully. That's the beginning of the week and it's short lived. All right. What? Oh, hey. So I've got temperance happening, Sagittarius energy, and a healing, but also a balancing of that fire and the emotions. And this week is a lot. We've got a lot shifting cosmically. So, stay hydrated. I've got the Magician coming through. These are both cards of alchemy and personal transformation and deep transformation and being intentional and healing through a difficult time. So whatever is coming up for you is also coming up because the solstice gives you that energy to burn it, right? Burn it, release it, let it go. And you get a lot of confidence, right? If you choose to place your energy on what's going to serve you, those things start to manifest for sure. Between now and the end of the year, whatever seed you plant really have the energy and the ability to grow. It does take you in a new direction. The shakeups of this month are permanent, and you don't end June the same way you started. We have all the personal planets shifting as well. So I've got the Hermit card, the Magician, and Temperance. These are all three cards of the major arcana, and these are personal life lessons, big changes that are happening within you. Big redirections as well. Time of personal growth. And also a new way as we approach Cancer, the energy, right? At the end of this week, as we approach the Cancer energy and we approach the new moon in Cancer at the end of the month, and I think that's 25th, Scorpio, your energy starts to shift from like all the ideas, all the worries, all the I've got to do this, the ADD of it all, right? All the mental energy, and it starts to ground, right? Because look, 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, that's the challenge, right? You have all these ideas and you're like, oh, which way do I go? Where do I put my energy? Are things going to shift? How much longer will this take place? For some reason, Scorpio, in the beginning of the week, there's a lot. I'm channeling this energy of like, oh shit, I've got to do this, that. And the universe says, hey, it feels that way because the solstice is coming and you need the energy. There's a lot of things going on. Got a lot of shifts taking place. So take a deep breath. Go ground yourself. Be around water. That's going to be a big deal, Scorpio. Be around water because this changing into our fellow water sign is gonna, potentially have us rather emotional. We might be taking things personally, right? And that has you thinking with a part of your brain that doesn't allow for decision making from ease. So I have to say, stay hydrated for all the reasons, but particularly this week, stay hydrated. I've got the 6 of Swords. I'm sorry, the 6 of Wands coming through, which is all about victory ahead. And we did have the Six of Swords at the end of the week as we close out a chapter. So you've got intentional healing happening. We've got the Six of Wands coming through. When you get through the heat, of this week, the end result is celebration and ease, community, togetherness, but it might be with a different cast of players, potentially. We've got the Two of Swords coming through with the Magician, interesting, and the Knight of Pentacles with the Hermit. I will say this, that as the drama and trauma of it all starts to bubble and we get to midweek, I feel like you make some strong decisions, because that Two of Swords says you have to. Two of Swords says you got to make decisions and be a magician, be intentional. That's what magic is. Intentional daily steps in your life to get to your path. And what is your path? It's your will, right? What you're meant to do, because no one else can do it for you. And when the Magician comes up with the Two of Swords, temperance energy, these are all cards of balance. You can see that in each one of these cards, there's alchemy taking place. Well, with this card and this, gosh, it's hard to look at it with this card and this card, alchemy. With this card, crossroad, decisions, the unknown, right? Intuition. Changing your perspectives, changing the way you allow yourself to interact places you in a position to do it from a place of like intention and understanding. Like you start to open up, possibilities start to open up as we close out the week, and you release the heaviness from the beginning of the week. It was meant to reflect back to you where changes need to occur and what releases need to take place. If it's happening in your work sector, again, allow it to play out, especially if you're dealing with blowbacks from whistleblower energy. That's super specific. So if you're in a situation where you've been the one to shine the light on a wrong, allow things to play out, even if they don't go your way initially. Like if you think, oh, nothing's going to happen and I went through all that for nothing, that's not true. The beginning of the week shows you one story. The end of the week shows you another. That's very important, Scorpio. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and look at our shadow work for this week. And again, just let things play out. Understand that this week does bring some unexpected calamity. Not necessarily your drama, but one that you witness nonetheless. Reserve your energy. Allow people to say their truth. It doesn't mean that it's true for you. That's number 6, shadow and light. 6 is a Venusian number, and it's also a number of harmony and balance, harmonious union. 6, Taurus, Venusian energy. Shadow and light. So I always say that no one knows what light is until they've experienced the dark. So until you've seen until you've seen your shadow, quite frankly, you are unenlightened. You have been in the dark. And so now we are in the shadow place of examination versus the light that shows you what it is to examine. When you are experiencing expansion, the shadow is the necessary restriction. It is the necessary redirection, and it is the necessary darkness that you need in order to see the light within and ahead. 6 will show you how to balance the beauty of the light and the dark within you. Very important stuff, Scorpio. The shadow that is within you, it is you. It is the toddler that needs attention. It is that's it. It's the shadow side, the darkness is you. And it's not half bad. My shadow side is straight wild. What you guys would not even believe. And I, quite frankly, like my shadow side. We get along. I can't believe the madness that my shadow side is capable of. And I'm like, girl, go on. Go on with your bad self. Comment below. I am ready. This reads, retreat to the natural world. That is the guidance from the universe. And it is exactly what I said earlier. Go be near water. Go pick up some dirt and hold it, because this energy, as we approach the solstice, gonna get wild. It says, go where you feel most alive. A peaceful forest, the mountains, your local park. Let the ocean roar through you. Be revived by nature's wonder. If you feel lost, you will always find your place in nature, because we are one with that energy. Go hug a tree. That is serious. I know that sounds crazy because you were like, hug a tree? Yeah, go hug a tree. They've been around forever. They're the original record keepers. They know what we need more than we do. Retreat to the natural world, Scorpio, and it will give you the information that you need to heal yourself. Thank you so much, everyone. Please stay tuned to figure out if you won the mini reading. Also, don't forget to comment below. I am ready. There is a method to my madness, Scorpio. We're going to pound that energy into the universe and let the universe know that we are not playing. Scorpio is ready for abundance without restriction. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, your energy, your likes, your shares, subscribes. We are past 15,000 and I could not have done it without you. We are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can, Scorpio, with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And until next time, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Scorpio, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great week ahead. And the winner of last week's mini reading is written down here. It is Ginger Life 73. Ginger Life 73. First of all, Ginger, thank you, thank you, thank you, and congratulations. Thank you for your energy and for participating in the commenting of last week's video. So let me get the deck for you. Here we go. All right. And everyone else, again, thank you so much for your time and energy. Feel free to hang out, and let's all wish Ginger the best possible week ahead. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, thank you, thank you, thank you for being ever present in our lives. Please give me the highest and best messages for Ginger 73. Welcome home, Ginger, and thank you again for sharing your energy with Stars with Stasi. Let's go ahead. Oh, 1 second, my love. A couple of cards came out with emphasis. We've got the Two of Pentacles and the Devil card. You're making some tough decisions this week. And by the way, this is an amazing, amazing week to release something negative, right? Especially because the solstice is going to give you the energy you need to get rid of it. So I have maybe you've been in the thick of it. Maybe you've been dealing with a health issue, depression. This could be a lover that isn't quite panning out, or this could even be a deep personal habit, right? Something that you need to rework. And we all have them. So the Devil card shows up and it says, hey, come join me. And you're like, well, how are we going to do that? Right? So let's look further. What does the Devil card want from you? I've got the Eight of Cups. It says you want more for yourself and you're not quite sure how you're going to get there, but this energy says that you're willing to take a leap of faith. Eight of Cups says you are going for more because you deserve more, right? Universe says don't bite off more than you can chew, and there is no time that you don't have to punch in to win at life. You don't have to clock in. There's no what's this called? There's nobody clocking you, right? This is not a race. So ginger life, they're saying enjoy your best ginger life, right? Take it with ease. Knight of Cups comes through. This could be a new relationship, an apology coming through. I often read Knight of Cups as an apology, or potentially just a younger water sign energy coming through. So let's look forward. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups. This could really just be about you coming through for yourself with a kinder eye, especially if you're trying to get rid of a difficult situation. The universe wants you to be kind to yourself. These decisions aren't easy, is what I'm picking up. This isn't easy. It didn't happen overnight, and it's time. It's time to put things back into balance. Your health plays a huge role in your life this week. A decision needs to be made, but it's a good it's for you, right? Like you've got to make. One second. You know, you might need a second opinion on something. I'm not sure. I've got the King of Wands coming through. You have to take a chance on something. I've got the Queen of Swords. You've got to take a chance on something, but I feel like you are waiting for more information or more clarity. The only other thing is that this could literally be that you're dealing with a fire sign masculine and it's causing issues and you're looking for the truth behind the situation. That's one way, right? The other thing is I feel like you're being put in a situation where you feel like you've got to pull the trigger and you are hesitating because you don't feel like you have all the information. And again, I have to go back. If this is about your health, you might need a second opinion. Yeah, Nine of Wands. In this case, I am going to read Wounded Warrior, right? Normally, I look at this as somebody who's ready for all things. But right now, this is saying like you've been through it. And the Seven of Cups getting one answer after another after another. Too many smoke and mirrors, too many options. Confusion has set in. It's exhausting is what I'm hearing. So hold on, Ginger. I'm not sure what I'm picking up. So again, let me know that you got this. I hope that this is meaningful for you, but I've got the Nine of Wands again coming through. Interesting. So 9 of Wands, 4 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. We go from exhaustion from a situation and the universe says, listen, you got to rest a little bit. Your health is going to, your health is more important than whatever this is that's knocking on your door and trying to get your attention. Right? This devil energy, this narcissism, ick, whatever is boiling up, the universe says it is that crying toddler. It needs your attention and it needs you to put it to bed because we've got the 4 of Swords. Literally, you see this person in the nest in bed. Put the demon to bed, right? Get along with it. Find out what it wants. How much time does it need from you? Carve it out. 8 of Pentacles. Study the demon, right? Study this devil energy. What does it want? And what can you do to clarify, to get the information that you need to make the decision, 2 of Pentacles, so that you can bring your life back into balance. And the truth is that clarity does come for you towards the end of this week. Rest and know that whatever happens next, it is meant for you, not against you. I wish you all the best, Ginger Life 73. Thank you for your time and energy, and let me know you got this. Have a great week ahead. Shine brightly.